Hey guys, it's Kara from Kara Maureen Bridal Coaching, and today I want to talk about ceremonies and how to decide what kind of ceremony you want. I know for me, it was such a big decision. Having been raised Catholic, I always imagined that I'd get married in the church. I mean, they're beautiful. I love sort of the whole pomp and circumstance of the whole ceremony, all the music, and sort of just the rhythm of it. And it's just what I always imagined. Most weddings I had been to had been Catholic weddings. But by the time I got married, I was no longer identifying with the Catholic faith. I had sort of decided that wasn't how I wanted to go forward. I was sort of in the spiritual but not religious camp, which is fine as a single woman. It's sort of easy. But then you get married and it's like, uh-oh, this is one of those times in life where it's like religion does provide these great blueprints for these kind of occasions. And so to not utilize it, I was really torn about what to do. And of course, my husband was Persian, and he was like, sure, we could get married in the church and maybe do a separate ceremony involving his cultural tradition. And so I was sort of stuck about what to do. Part of me was thinking, do I just go with what I know? The other part of me was really like, no, like this is a big chance to decide what do you want going forward. So ultimately I decided to do my own ceremony. I had my brother be the officiant, and we sort of did created sort of one half that sort of resembled sort of a traditional little nod to a Catholic sort of ceremony, and then the second half was the Persian ceremony, and it was sort of a whole big thing, but it had some ups and downs, and it's a whole different story. But for me, making the decision was a really big deal, and I was so afraid of just being outside of a church that like it wouldn't feel special and it wouldn't feel like it had the tradition and the history. And I just want to be here and let you guys know if you're in this position of wanting to create your own ceremony, but being afraid that it's going to feel kind of random or made up and it's not going to have that gravitas that you're looking for. It absolutely can. I think it's so important to just know you can create that sort of sacred space and that ritual, traditional vibe completely on your own. So just know that. And one of the fun ways to do that is to do a nod to the past. Like I chose a reading that was read at my parents' wedding. So it was like a way to like sort of in a very obvious way have a piece of the past built in. We had a song, we had Ave Maria. It was like a very traditional song you'd hear in a Catholic church at our wedding. So it was like a really fun way to bring those familiar aspects in, but yet doing it our own way. So bringing a piece of the past in is just a great way to like anchor it and give it that historical sense. The other way, to make it special, and one of the reasons I think to do it outside of the church, if you were raised Catholic and you're thinking of not doing it that way, is you get to write your own vows. And I think there is nothing more special for those of us, wedding guests. We love to see your vows. It's so special. So many couples sort of dread it, don't know what to do about it, but trust me, it's so great. It's a great exercise leading up to your wedding to keep your focus on what's really going on so you don't get all distracted by DJ playlists and dessert table options. You're really able to focus in on like the sort of sacred, intense, commitment that you're making. Writing your vows is a great way. It doesn't have to be hard. It's actually easy and fun. I have a lot of tips and tricks on that. But yeah, so I think those are two ways if you're making your own ceremony to really that will give it that vibe that you're looking for. Do a nod to the past, make it personal by writing your own vows, add great music, and it's a win that people will not forget. Do not sleep on ceremonies. I think so many brides and grooms just sort of let that part just go and turn it over to whoever. And I just think it's important to like really be intentional and have a great ceremony. So hopefully that helps. And we will be talking all about ceremonies at the bridal sessions on Friday. So if you can join me, I will see you Friday at noon. Wishing you bridal bliss.